chili. We're gonna start with some onions, garlic, tomatoes, celery, and peppers. We've got our cutting board here in a bowl. We're gonna use a technique called mise en place, which is a French term for mise in place. Chop up the onions, not too small, but small enough that they'll cook thoroughly. If they're too small, they'll cook too fast. For the peppers, I like to take the insides out just because I don't like the texture. These aren't particularly spicy. They're about as sweet as bell peppers. So really it's just a texture thing, but it's up to you. If you like the seeds, I won't stop you from eating them. Alright, once that's all chopped up, you'll probably realize that the bowl you picked is too small to fit all your ingredients. So simply grab a bigger bowl and gently transfer all your stuff over to the big bowl. Perfect. Alright, now everything can fit. Right, now that those are chopped up, we're going to start with the celery. Celery is going to be a good indicator of when your chili is done, when the celery is nice and tender. And you want to cut it not too thin, because it'll cook too fast. Maybe about the thickness of a Tic Tac. And get some variance going on. It'll give some good texture. For the garlic, I'm going to divide my garlic roughly in half. I'm going to add half now and half later. Yeah, let's chop it up and stick it in the bowl. Why not? Here we go. Alright, now that's all chopped up, we can head on over to the stove and get our pot ready. This is a one-pot meal, so you just need one large stock pot, like I've got here. We're going to start off with a little bit of olive oil, just coating the bottom of the pot. A little more than that. Perfect. Alright, we're going to turn this on to medium-high heat. A little higher than medium-high. 7 out of 10. Alright, now that the oil is nice and hot, chuck in your veggies. Listen to that sizzle. Beautiful. Alright, make sure everything gets in there. Well done. And give it a good stir. Always use a wooden implement. It just makes it taste better. Don't ask me why. This is cumin. We're going to be adding a lot of it. And this is the first of many additions. It's really hard to over-season chili, but we're going to do our best. So add some cumin. Give it a good stir. Once that's sweated down a little bit, we're going to add the first of our 2 secret ingredients. This one is ivar, if I'm pronouncing that right. It's a preserve made out of roasted peppers. It's popular in the Balkans, and it's delicious. It's just going to give us a nice, deep and complex pepper flavor to our chili. Make sure you get everything out of there. It's good stuff. You don't want to waste any of it. Alright, that's probably good. Mix it all in with your veggies and let it start to kind of cook down and simmer. Add some more cumin. Why not? Mix it all in. Alright, now that that's had time to cook together a little bit, now's the good time to add our tomatoes. I'm using some tinned tomato pulp. These are nice because the tomatoes are usually tinned right when they're fresh, so they're really flavorful. So go ahead and add those, 1, 2, and mix it all together. Lovely. Alright. Yeah, it's a good idea to add some salt at this point. Salt and tomatoes goes really well together. Just add a couple pinches, but, add it to taste. You should taste your cooking while you're making it, so make sure you're not making anything that tastes gross. Add some paprika. This is a smoked paprika, really flavorful. And some red chilies. Be careful with the chilies, because they will make your chili spicy. Duh. Alright, very important. We have to add the bay leaf. No one actually knows what a bay leaf tastes like, but it's tradition, so we have to do it. Stick that right in there. Alright, next up we're going to add some tomato paste, about 2 tablespoons. This is tablespoon 2 of 2. Just add that in there, mix it in. Nice and flavorful. And now's the time to chuck in the corn and beans. Just a tin of corn, tin of beans. Easy peasy. Or easy beanie, I should say. Mix that all in, make sure it gets all integrated. Here I thought it was a little bit dry, so I'm actually going to add a 3rd tin of tomato pulp. Give us a little more moisture to work with there. There we go, that's more the consistency we're looking for. Some more cumin. Perfect. Mix it all together. And now's a good time to chop up the rest of the garlic and add that, as well as some fresh tomatoes. So, add those. A little bit of cayenne pepper. Gives it a little more heat to the chili. For protein, I'm going to use this vegan pulled pork. Normally I use a vegan chicken substitute, but they didn't have that at the store. These are a little big for my taste, so I'm going to chop them up. Add those in. The barbecue flavor should be kind of interesting. We'll see how it turns out. I think it'll be good. Perfect. Alright, And the second secret ingredient is hot honey. This is honey infused with chilies. It's spicy honey. I like the sweetness that it adds, as well as the heat. Some people use dark chocolate or cognac or something like this. I like to add honey. You could just use normal honey for this too. It would still taste pretty good. Alright, now mix it all together, cover it up, check your heat, and go do something else for an hour, at least. Dear Queen Elizabeth, peanut M&Ms have been harder to find lately. Have you noticed this? I think that you sleeping? Tiger tummy. Alright, let's serve it up, see how it looks. Excellent. Alright, look at that consistency. Serve it up in a bowl. Wonderful. You can add sour cream. I like cheese on mine. Serve it up with a nice piece of dark brown bread. Delicious. Enjoy.